David Silverman. I live outside of Washington, D.C. and outside of near Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in Delray Beach in the wintertime. My background is foot surgery. I owned my own practice and my own surgery center. I was board certified in foot surgery. I sold my practice. I wanted more in life. I mean, it sounds like, God, you're a doctor and you sold your practice to do multi-level marketing. I knew I wanted, after about 5 years of practicing, I knew that I wanted to have something else in my life besides my foot surgery practice. And I love helping people. That's my passion. But I felt limited. I had no residual income. I started listening to Tony Robbins. And I started thinking, well, what else can I do to something? I didn't know it was going to be multi-level marketing, but that's what it was. And now, because I got into multi-level marketing, I didn't give up on it. It led me to Asea, and I feel like God blessed me and my family because of that. So everything that took place in my life, bad network marketing companies, the two of them, the pain, the hurt, I feel like it all led me to Asea. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here. So I don't curse the journey. Again, I'm Ambassador Triple Diamond on the medical board of the company. In 2017, I was really honored to be voted Mentor of the Year by the Diamonds in the company. And I think the main reason was just because of all the videos that I made that people use, which is great. I mean, I make it. We all make things for free. Nobody charges anything for things here. We're not in this business to make money by selling videos and tools and things. One of the videos I shot is 6 minutes, 6reasons.com. And if you're new, you are probably here to learn about this for primarily one or maybe more of these issues reasons that you have. Number one, you have a health issue yourself. You want to see if it can help you. Number two was my reason. My dad was ill. I didn't look at it for me. Three is the fun reason, the anti-aging benefits. As Patrick said, this is a cellular health product. So every part of the body that's made up of cells is susceptible to being helped by this product. And skin is made up of cells. So we look younger. Athletic performance is another reason people look at this initially. We have Olympic gold medalists on this product. I'm not really an athlete. I work out. I haven't worked out in 2 months because our gym is closed, but I play golf. They opened up our golf course. I'll be 60 this year. I've been on a golf trip, an annual golf trip with my friends now for 32 years. We canceled this year for the first time. It's COVID. But when we started that, I was 28 years old. 28 years old. I was 38 years old. That doesn't make sense. 28 years old. I was 28 years old. So I was a young man. And we would go play golf, and we would play, maybe 2 rounds a day for a couple of, 2 or 3 days. And I would take ibuprofen at 28. By the time I got home, I was in agony. I'll just tell you something. I'm not an athlete, but I went out yesterday to open up our golf course. I played 2 rounds of golf. And any of you who golf know that it takes 4 or 5 hours to play. I play by myself. Now I'm in a cart, right? I'm in a cart, but it's a lot of swinging. I played 2 rounds of golf. It didn't take 7 hours or 8 hours. It took 2 hours and 45 minutes. 2 rounds of golf in 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I did it 2 days before. The only reason I didn't do it the day before was because it rained. The benefits of this product, there are people who have had dramatic benefits from this product. I'm fit. I have more energy. My back doesn't hurt. I'm happy with that. But I'm real passionate about what it does for people for reason number 1 and number 2 more than anything. Reason number 1 and number 2 are the most important things to me. But some people just want to have more energy and perform better. The 5th reason and the 6th reason, and I added a 7th, I'll allude to that in a minute, but number 5 and 6 are not number 1 on most people's list at the beginning before COVID. Now, with COVID, number 5 and 6, and you'll see number 7 are big. They're very important. People want to protect their health right now, right? And we can't claim this helps COVID, but we can claim it turns the genes on it and control the innate immune system. It's pretty important. And the opportunity. There's no doubt that people need to make money. We have a lot of poverty in the United States, believe it or not, but nothing compared to what I saw in the Philippines. You look at the incomes, and I'll show you the average incomes in a minute. And some of the numbers are huge. And you look at even the beginning levels in this company, qualifying as a director, meaning the average income is $300 a month residually. I know that's a lot of money to a lot of people in the Philippines, make $300 a month. So this is limitless to what someone can do with this, but it's important to be able to make some money. And to do it we don't focus on making money. We focus on making people aware of this breakthrough for any of these 6 reasons. So one thing I took out most of my slides. I have 50 slides. I put 11 in here. Patrick alluded to this double-blind study. This explains a lot. They had people drink, half the people drank saline, half the people drank Asea, so half drank salt water. 25 drank salt water, 25 drank Asea, 10 drank nothing. For 8 weeks. So, and they drank 8 ounces a day, 240 ml a day, to see if the product would turn genes on that get turned off as we age. And you all know what happens as we age. Just look at what happens to us. We don't heal as quickly, we get more diseases, we have less energy, our skin changes, because our genes are turning off as we age. And nothing's going to turn them back on. Well, something does turn them back on. Asea turns them back on. Every person who drank Asea had their genes turn on. Every single one. Not one person, look at the green line, that's the salt water. Not one person had their genes turn on drinking salt water. That's powerful. For people that say this is salt water, they're just looking for a reason to say no, or they're ignorant and they're not open-minded enough to say prove it. Very easy to prove this product works, especially with the gel. We'll talk about it. But these genes that this product turns back on are not genes that control eye color or height. Look at the light blue one here, vascular health, right? Do people have more vascular health problems when they're young or old? Heart, blood vessels, digestive enzymes, more when they're young or old. Hormone modulation, hormone problems, men and women, young or old. Inflammation, or when you're young or old. Look at the dark blue one. Think about what's going on in the world right now. Okay, again, can't make claims this helps pandemics, but we can state that it turns the genes back on that control the immune system. And who fares better with this when viruses hit? Who does better, younger people or older people? Why is that? Okay, so this was I just took one of the slides from the science part of this and put it up because it is that important. Okay, this is not just some product. This is a breakthrough for humanity. And when people say, how can it have an effect on all these different areas of the body? Well, it's because it's not a drug, it's not a nutritional, it's something that's in us, but we had more of it in us when we were younger. So if you don't want to turn the clock back, don't drink the product and put it on your skin. If you do want to turn the clock back, drink the product and put it on your skin and keep doing it every day.
I don't recognize you right now.
I want to mention, well, let me go back here before I talk about MERS real quick. So the gel is very important. The gel is the same technology as the drink, redox signaling molecules. The ingredients on here say sodium chloride and water. This has 2 other ingredients. The gel, Renew 28, is concentrated drink. Those of you who have been to the production facility, I see a couple people I know who came over from the Philippines in February, Gene Manowis and Gina, and Raphael. They concentrate this to make this, but that would still be a liquid, so they have to add 2 other ingredients. A silicate that turns it into a gel, so I'll hold it up here. It's clear. And there's a buffer to bring the pH down. It gets too alkaline, but it's clear and it's marketed for this. It's marketed for wrinkles. Now I'm putting it on my eyes, I'm putting it on my face. Right? That's what it's marketed for. Rejuvenate skin. There's something very powerful about this. And I say this to every country I speak in, whether it's in person or on Zoom. For people who are looking at an opportunity, people that would like to make money, okay? And I know this, look, to me, the product's more important than the opportunity for humanity. But for people that need money, the opportunity is pretty important. For people who want to make money, this is important. Not because of the wrinkles, because of the something else that you will see with this. I don't know if you agree with me, but I would say most people would like to know that something is real before they start telling the people they love and care about it. Right? Some people just believe that the science and say, let's go. Let's go. They believe the stories, let's start building. And that's great. And a lot of people do that. But I'd say the majority of people need to see something. Plus they want to get excited. You can't get excited about data. I mean, you can't get truly excited about double-blind studies. But you can get excited about an experience. Now, Patrick showed his friend that was in that car accident. Showed some other things. When you have an experience with it, you know. You're not me playing golf and not taking ibuprofen anymore or anything. I'm 2 rounds of golf. When you have an experience, that's it. This is important because the drink could take a week, could take a month, could take 90 days for someone to say, wow, this is amazing. This takes 10 minutes. In one day, anybody that wants to be excited about this can be excited about this. It's a little tougher with the lockdown right now, but because you actually have to have someone use it, you can't send this through Zoom. Someone has to be able to use it. They can order it, right? And it comes with a money back guarantee. Someone says, if it works, I'm in. This is what you do. They find 10 people who have something in their body that hurts them. And they say, give me just 10 minutes and see if I can help you, okay? So I'm holding up 10 people, give you 10 minutes. What do they do in that 10 minutes? Number one, they rate their discomfort level on a scale of 1 to 10. It's their finger, their neck, their elbow, their shoulder, their back, their knee, anything that hurts. And you cannot claim it's going to help them, but you can say, tell me what happens to you, right? And I did this at the waterfront hotel in Cebu, and with 1,000 people there. And I did it at the Makati Shangri-La, also with 1,000 people there. And I brought 10 guests up who said they were hurting. Gave them the microphone. And I said, what's the level of discomfort on a scale of 1 to 10? And they all told the number. And I gave them a 2. They sat down in the chairs behind me and they did what I'm going to say. 10 minutes, they came back up and I said, how are you doing? Now I know what I'm going to see before I do that. Trish Winkler said, I can't believe you do that. You take such a chance. What if it doesn't work? I'm like, Trish, I know what's going to happen to 9 out of 10 people. I know what's going to happen to 9 out of 10 people. I'm not scared. I'm scared if I bring up one person because there's a chance that's the one that doesn't. And so they come back up and it was 10 out of 10, both cities, Cebu and Waterfront. When you see that happen, they shake up the gel, they put it on 3 times in 5 minutes. That's what they do. Apply it 3 times in the first 5 minutes of the 10. And then at the 10th minute, ask them again how they feel. Watch what happens to 9 out of 10. Business building wise, I'll also say this. People say, well, gee, I can't afford the drink. Don't worry about the drink at first. If you cannot afford it and there's no way that you can afford it, you should get it. You should have both. You want to be using the product, you have your own benefits, you have stories to tell, and you want people to come into your business and invest in their business, right? If someone has no money, you need to get the $40 to enroll, and they should get at least 2 tubes of the gel. 2. One is for them to use. The other is for them, or even they could even sell it. One of them is to go test it on other people, right? Or one of them they use on themselves and they test on other people, and the other one they can sell it and get some of their money back, their investment back. This is much easier to get people excited right away, and it's more reliable as far as cost. Because I don't know how long it's going to take for someone to see a result with this. If they're not sleeping well, it could be the first bottle. It could be 16 bottles. I don't know how long, right? And they keep spending money, and if they don't have the money, they're like, I need to see something. If they're doing that, they should take the gel and put it on 10 people who are hurting. Then they will be excited, and they will realize that everybody they know in the Philippines is going to know about this. And guess what? There are a lot of Filipinos all over the world. Every country is Filipinos. The nicest, most friendly people I've ever met in my entire life. And if you don't get this out to the people you know, one day you'll call them, and as Ed says, what's the worst thing someone can say to you about Asea? It's the worst thing they can say when you call them. No, it isn't no. The worst thing they can say is, oh, I wish you had called me earlier. I'm already signed up. I use that product. And then you feel like, oh, should have called earlier. So build your belief quickly with this, okay? Get on both products, but if someone has to start and they have no money, have them start with this. Giving them a way so they can get out of not having any money anymore. They can make money, okay? So, again, if it was not for this man, I don't think my dad would be alive. I certainly wouldn't be involved with this as a business if he didn't start the integrity by turning down an offer from a pharmaceutical company. Buy this. I recommend everybody go to amazingmolecules.com and watch the genesis of Asea. This is why this is the last network marketing company that Ed and I will ever do. And it's because of who's running the company. And the people that Bertus Norton brought into this company. So please watch that video. If you want to take a screenshot of this, I'll leave it up for 20 seconds. This is a good resource page for people that are new and people that are not new here. Very good information on here. Take a screenshot or take your camera, take a picture. And mostly product information up top, opportunity information at the bottom, and password at Redox Experiences when you're looking up different things is the word associate with a capital A, just like there. Very, 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 very good resources to review. A lot of times I'll do presentations and I can't do everything in an hour. But I just say here, you might think about animals, or want to hear doctors, you want the science, you want to see how to use it properly. Good videos there. Okay, so remember that reason number 7 I talked about out of the 6 reasons? I'm going to shift here to the business side. You know, having a plan B, a financial plan B, so that not all of your income is dependent on your plan A, your job. If you're a bricklayer or an Uber driver or a Grab driver or a teacher, something happens to your job, what happens to your income? And right now, I think people realize it would have been a very good thing to have a plan B where they could earn income from home. Well, the thing about having a financial plan B is most people don't seem to see or don't want to see the need for a plan B until they need one. They ignore it. I don't need that. Well, let me tell you, the ones that started building their Asea businesses, they have some residual income, whether it's a little so far because they're new or a lot. I'm insulated from this. This crisis, thank goodness, hasn't really impacted me terribly. If I was still a doctor and my income depended on that, I'd be so scared, wondering, boy, I was going to retire when I was 70. Now I'm going to retire when I'm 85. That's what I would be thinking if I didn't have a plan B. So here's some facts about this company that's now 10 years old. And this is important for the business people. That first line is 10 years old. Know that 90% of network marketing companies don't make it to their 5th birthday. 90% don't make it to their 5th birthday. We're in our 11th year. They were profitable in the first year of business. That's pretty amazing, actually. They've increased revenue every year. And they have no debt. Pretty remarkable. Product is all made in the United States. This is the world headquarters above, and this is the production facility below. I was just there in February with some people from the Philippines that came over again, which was amazing. Glad they came over so they could, Gene and Gina and Tony, to actually see where it all began and where the nerve center is of this global company. And I'll show you where we are in just a minute. So it's run by an experienced, conservative, and ethical management team, right? Conservative, they have no debt. Ethical is important to me. And all the Redox product is produced inside of that building. Here's the inside. We took a tour through this building actually in February. There's the saline tanks. There's where the magic happens, where it's turned from salt and water into redox signaling molecules, bottling, packaging, finished product. From there, it's shipped to over now 20 global distribution centers. So over 20 global distribution centers, it's available in 30 markets around the world. Just went into Asia 3 years ago. So in Asia, we are in Philippines, obviously, Singapore, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Thailand, and Malaysia. Malaysia just opened in September. Company's done over 800 million, go over $1 billion in total sales this year. I mean, combined $1 billion, but last year over 800 million, up to that point. Here's the timing for the network marketers and for anybody. You get into a company before it's 5 years old, there's a 90% chance it won't be there. And then you start over again. Anybody that's done that before knows that stinks. You have to start over again. But in 2016, they did 79 million. Remember, they grew every year. 17, they did 84 million. Look what happened in 2018. 126 million, jumped into the top, number 77 in the world out of 4,000 network marketing companies, number 77. And, people say, oh, maybe that was just an accident that it happened. No, because in 2019, we jumped to 170 million, jumped up to number 44. This year, we're on pace to do 220 to 250 million. We're there. We're in momentum. And that production, a lot of companies can't keep up when they go viral completely. I don't like to use the word viral right now with COVID, but this is viral in a good way. It can produce $800 million a year if it runs 24 hours a day. But when Burtis Norton had the building built, he knew the day would come when we would go into momentum and hypergrowth. And so that bottom left picture, you see the blue floor there? That blue floor is empty space. And Burtis had it built so he could put a second production line in, so they could double output to 1.6 billion a year, just in this one building. So we're post-risk, we're earning momentum. They pay us, not advertisers. They pay us, not advertisers. Residual income to tell other people. And I'm going to go back to residual income in a minute. What do? We get paid to acquire customers for the company. We get paid along the way to find people who want a better life. Not everybody wants a better life. Some do. And we help them build their business. Now, the word residual income is important because it's different than linear income. Linear income is what I had as a doctor. I would go to the office or the hospital. I would help a patient with surgery or non-surgery, but I would help them. And I get paid. Right? Great. I got paid okay. The next day I would do it again. And I would get paid again. I spent my time in the hospital or the office getting paid. Doing what I love to do, but I got paid for it. Let's say the next day I don't go to work. I'm sick. For a day, I don't get paid. My expenses continue because I'm paying my staff and all my expenses, but I don't get paid a dime. I don't get paid anything. Then if I'm sick the next day, I don't get paid. What if I was hit by a car and I couldn't work for a month? What if I was hit by a car and I couldn't work at all? My income stops, right? But let's say I'm not even hit by a car. I just keep working. That's linear income. I have to go to work to get paid. I loved what I did. I just felt like I was meant to do more, and I wanted to have more free time as well, do other things, golf for one thing, travel the world. Most people have jobs where they earn linear income. They don't make money when they sleep. This business, you make money while you sleep. You do work once and you keep getting paid for it, which I think is pretty powerful. How does that work? If this is you, enroll, it's $40, right? You might even see specials where you can get it enrolled for free. But you order products directly from the company. You have a free website. You tell your friend about this. They order product. The company ships them the product with a money-back guarantee. They have a free website. They have a great result. They tell their friend, right? The company's going to pay you every time both of these people get product. Why? And it's a consumable product. They're on auto ship. They get the product every month. Why is the company going to pay you for both of these people? Because the company would never have been connected to this person, your friend, or that person if it were not for you. You're the reason these two people know about it. Guess what? They have mouths. They can keep telling people about this. The company pays you for all of this. This is a ripple effect. They pay you every time these people get their product. While you're sleeping or while you're awake, it doesn't make any difference. It's very, very powerful. It can start in Asia and spread to the US, to Europe, wherever. is a network, right? And the cool thing about this is it's kind of like when I played golf the other day. I picked up a coconut, and I love doing this. I threw it into the lake. I stopped and I watched the ripples go out. That's the power of this as a way to help people in this world and as a way to make money. Because we don't focus on making money. We focus on making these people aware of this. Look at this little scenario. You told 8 people. Look at the people that found out about this. It doesn't stop there. These people keep talking. Very, very powerful. Average incomes. Now, these are the numbers for 2018. Even though it says 2019, that's when the disclosure came out. We're waiting for the one for 2019. But as I said, there's some huge numbers at the bottom of this thing. If you look at monthly incomes, Ed's an Ambassador Diamond. I'm an Ambassador Triple Diamond. You see Ambassador Diamond, it has a little plus sign. That's because there's 6 levels in there. I'm not, Ed nor I are at the top. I have 3 more levels to go to get to the top. Top earner is a housewife. She didn't work a day in her life. I know exactly what she made in 2018. Look at the bottom right number. $214,000 a month average. Not bad for someone who has a high school diploma, right? People have a hard time fathoming this kind of income. So I like to focus on the bronze level. As I said, in the Philippines, I know that an extra $300 a month is huge. I know that. I know that $400 a month is huge. $1,000, and they pay you weekly, by the way. But the bronze level is pretty special to me because a qualifying bronze, you're that level and you're qualifying at that level, that's the average $2,000 a month, $500 a week. And what I love about this business is when people come in and they don't understand the power of duplication. You don't see how can someone make $100,000 a month. They don't see if you have 10, they each have 10, that's 100. Those 100 each have 10, that's 1,000. 1,000 have 10, that's 10,000. 10,000 have 10 each, that's 100,000. People that don't really grasp that right away, the power of multi-level marketing, but when they get to the $2,000 a month, then they can say, gosh, I got to $2,000 a month. It's changed my life. That's $24,000 US dollars a year. Then they can start to see the bigger numbers. Oh, if I got to bronze, I can go to gold. If I got to gold, I can go to diamond. I'm a diamond, I can go to Ambassador Diamond. Very, very, very powerful. Wrap this up here. How to start, enroll as an associate. Most people do that. You get the wholesale price on the product. You get discounted prices on these enrollment packs that you don't get as a customer. I'll show you customer in just a minute. And you accumulate reward points to cash in, redeem for free product. Your friend who's introducing this to you can explain this. Have the ability to get all your products for free. That's what I love as an associate versus a customer. Because as an associate, let's say you need the product for your grandfather, for your child, whatever, and it's like you don't have the income from your job to pay for it. You can earn that money by sharing it with people so that you can get all your product for free because they'll pay you to tell people about it, right? You don't have to get rich if you don't want to, but I love that I can show people how they can get their product for free. And you have the ability to make a lot of money. If you just want the health and anti-aging benefits, you can be a preferred customer, right? Just track everything in your health as you start, see what happens to you, and you may be like me and later say, I want to make money. I want the business. I started this product, and I said I want to make money with this too and have an effect across the world. Or you may just see the benefits and you can refer people to your friend. You say, I don't want to make any money. That's fine. You don't have to make money with this. You can refer. Maybe the opportunity later. So I'm just going to show you this slide. This is my family. It's my wife, Wendy. We're very grateful to Bertus Norton and everybody, including Ed Weems, including Gene Manowitz. Ed and I there's no connection to us financially. We help each other. I'm very grateful. Gene and Gina are just a couple of people on. I see Jason in the Philippines also in my group. Grateful to everybody. We're doing something very, very special. And we're like a salmon going upstream. Talk to people and say, oh, it's just salt water. We just keep going because we know all those people we're passing as we're going up the stream. One day we'll say, I need that product. Right? I don't wish them harm. I don't wish them ill will. But we know that they're going to be on this product one day. And we know they'll be envious of our position in the company. My friends who made $1 million a year in real estate, their income has stopped. They said no to me on the way up. And they're like, some were, I wouldn't say rude, but they hurt your feelings. I was like, I don't care. One day I knew in my mind, I said, one day you'll regret that you didn't say yes. And that's okay. Well, they all regret it now. Their income has stopped. They had better saved a lot of money. They're making $500,000 a year, $1 million a year selling real estate. They're not making any money right now. So anyway, my family's grateful. It's my daughter. This is another part of my family corporate. That's Tyler Norton, founder. Charles Funke, he's the CEO. Karen Riley, we're family. I would trust my children's lives with any of these people, any of them. How many people could say that about a company they work for? I get calls from Tyler about we're having an issue with my son. Tyler calls me. Says, how's Brett doing? Very, very special group of people. This is another part of my family. This is the team. This is Debbie who brought this to me. This is Dr. Malman. He's on the board with me. These are all very, very special people. Many of you know Danielle Matthews. She was hit by a drunk driver and had brain trauma. We're all very grateful, and we want you to join us. We want you to join us. We want you to at least know what the power of this product, and if you want a better life for you and your family, we'll help you do that by building the business. So